course, Goa, where you were supposed to also release the election manifesto. In BJP, you like to give the numbers before the polls are. Would you, as a minister, like to take the chance of saying how many seats perhaps are you expecting the, as far as UP is concerned? I'll come to Goa, but I want, because
Sir,
everyone gives a number.
first of
but you
all-
are I've never heard you making such guesses, but I want to take the attempt today and try this. Gadkari sir, will you give any number as far as UP is concerned?
Remember one thing. I always telling to the people that anything can happen in cricket and politics. Anything can happen. And that is the reason that I am telling you that it will not be appropriate to declare the number. But one thing, by considering the mood of the people, I will assure you that 100% BJP is going to get good majority in Goa and Uttar Pradesh, and 100% Goa and Uttar Pradesh will have BJP-run government.
You know, I would just like to tell our viewers something that, as a young Mumbai reporter, when I used to be outside Gadkari sir's house, this was when the negotiations of Shiva Sena and BJP was taking place. It was very difficult to actually get a sense of what's happening in those meetings in your residence here in Mumbai. Coming to Goa now, sir. You were supposed to go to Goa today, but for the unfortunate demise of Lata Didi, you couldn't. Let me get a quick analysis of Goa. Many would say that if one area BJP has always faltered is never being able to keep your allies together. The MGP, for instance, the Goa Forward Party, on the other hand. Do you foresee there is a slim possibility, and as you rightly pointed, everything can change in politics. Do you feel that there could be a slim possibility of an alliance, post-poll alliance? Because if you go by the opinion numbers of almost all, including ours, PMARC is with whom we had done an opinion poll, they are also looking at the largest party would be getting something about 15 to 19 seats. So do you think there is a possibility of a post-poll alliance?
Sir, anything can happen in Goa. Unfortunately, it is not appropriate for me to make the comments on it, but unfortunately, Goa is a people, educated people. Correct. But the politics is not educated. It is a politics of convenience. And you never imagine that what party and what group, where he will be, you never predict about it. So I will tell you one thing. The politics is a game of compromises, compulsions, limitations and contradictions. At any time on the number game, you need to find out the alternative and solutions. That is successful politics. I don't know what is going to happen, but I am going to assure you one thing, whatever the thing may be, 100% Goa, we will have a BJP government in Goa.
But Gadkari, that's a dangerous statement, because the allegation that the Trinamool Congress makes when they are campaigning in Goa is that last time you made the government because there was horse trading that was happening, because you had Congress was the largest party, still you managed to form
those
the
people
government.
who are actually not in position to make the government, they are making this type of allegation.
So you think Trinamool Congress and Aam Aadmi Party?
There was no horse trading.
Okay.
No horse trading. There was an understanding. We have in the share, particularly whatever they are giving ministership there. So this is not the horse trading. But the people, those who are to be fail in the getting government, they are making this type of allegation.
How do you assess Trinamool Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party? Because, see, sir, you also campaigned in West Bengal. Some would say that Trinamool Congress suddenly is emerging as the opposition face. Do you really consider them as the opposition face?
They are actually there. Actually, the Goa election is the Trinamool Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. They are very helpful to BJP because ultimately they are going to reduce the vote share of Congress party. And in Goa, there is a fight between Congress and BJP.
You don't see Digambar Kamath as a face, as a challenging face, or you would say that the Congress is even sliding down? And this is as a national picture, let me ask you. You've had RPN Singh now joining in. You've had a lot of Congress leaders leaving the party. The state of Congress, not just in Goa, but the state of Congress overall, do you think that is not good for the democracy? At the end of the day, a strong opposition is what we require.
Actually,
how do you assess the Congress party's role?
Even Goa, the Congress party is weak. They are not in a good position. And that is really one of the negative points with the Congress party. But ultimately, every party has actually, once upon a time when I was in BJP, entered in BJP in 1980. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he actually was defeated from Gwalior. And the situation, only 2 MP was there. But it was the BJP Karyakarta with the ideology fight with the Congress party. And the day come that Modi ji with majority become a prime minister of this country. So everywhere in every life of every political party, these are the ups and downs are there. But the conviction oriented, ideology oriented Karyakartas, leadership, they committed for the party. I feel that Congress is fighting for their survival. But it is 100% in democracy. We need all type of good political party. We need qualitative politics. There is the importance of ruling party, equally importance of opposition party. Without that, we cannot make democracy successful. So 100% in Goa, Congress is now trying their level best to get more seats. BJP is also trying to get more seats. There is a political fight in the democracy. Ultimately, people are the best judges. So they will decide who will be the appropriate party.
I know personally that you are a strong votary of values in politics also. For someone, when you look at what's happening right now in Goa, let's talk a little bit about Utpal Parikar also. Him not getting the seat. You've had your former colleague, Manohar Babu was considered as the big face of the Bharatiya Janata Party, at least as far as Goa is concerned. Would you still tell him, Mr. Parikar, Utpal Parikar, that come back to the BJP fold? Or you think
actually, party offer him some different seat for him. Actually, it was difficult to give that seat because already party has committed for that seat for somebody who is coming in the party. So that was the problem. But sometime the Manohar Parikar or whatever at the time when I was in Goa, at the initial days of 85, 90, there was a commitment for ideology, commitment for the party, dedication, sacrifice. No doubt I don't make any comments on it, but this is very unfortunate that he is fighting against the party. It's very unfortunate.